it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to give everybody a minute to join because I was not able to get my first stream set up. Or I got it set up, but it didn't want to work. So, nothing like a little technical glitch. But I'm here today for Kendra's Card Challenge. She is on number 20, which is so amazing. I hope that you enjoyed Lynn's presentation. I am just a guest designer for this hop and I'm super excited. I'm going to make sketches 4, 5, and 6 for you guys. So that's what I'll be doing today. And we're just going to jump right into this because I have 30 minutes to craft. And if you're familiar, you know that's probably going to be a challenge for me. But I do have everything prepared, pre-cut, and ready to go. So let's just have at it. I've got a 5x7 card base. Hi, LV. Hey, Lynn. Your cards were so pretty. I just wrapped up a painting party at my house. So if y'all see paint, we just had a big painting party at my house for the last 3 hours. And we had so much fun. I'll have to show y'all pictures like on Instagram or in my community of what everyone made. But we're jumping into this for now. So this is the sketch, Kendra's sketch for sketch number 4. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, just in case, I don't have it printed because my printer is broken, but Kendra's Card Challenge is a quarterly challenge where you take 6 6x6 sheets of paper and you can make 15 cards from just 6 pieces of 6x6 paper. It's free sketches and you can get them over at kendrascardchallenges.com, and you can get them by being a member of her Patreon for free. So there's a couple of membership tiers on her Patreon, but you just need to be a free member to get yourself the sketch. And then, but there are other perks. So today, for instance, I'm playing with a kit that her VIP members get. And it's really cool because you just get all kinds of different things. So the one that I'm playing with today is very like Western. Lots of Western inspired paper. You can tell I had these numbered because I had like a specific order that I wanted to put these in. And I also want to say, I think that I cut these down in this pretty close to the same measurements as the A2 sketch. I mean, it's off only by a little. But I find that her sketches are very easily adapted to 5x7 cards. So if you're like me and you want to make 5x7 cards, still definitely check out Kendra's Card Challenge because it's very easy to turn her sketches into 5x7. So I just popped up with the low profile foam. Lynn was just using hers in her hop, and I do love it too because it's easier to ship. You don't have to worry about extra postage. And then I was playing around. So I loved being on Kendra's team and I love playing with her challenges. And here's why. I think it really made me think of layering differently when I started working with Kendra's sketches more. This is a totally Kendra move right here. So always before I would have put my paper just behind, but after working with Kendra's sketches long enough, she likes to play with how she layers things. So I actually left this not glued together because I wanted you to see you could totally play around. This is a double mat. You know, I've got blue paper, brown paper, and then a cut apart. And I think I like it just behind the cut apart with the mats behind it. And I'm just going to pop that right there. So now I'll glue all this together. And while I do that, I want to say hi to everybody. Hey, everybody. This is not a place you usually find me on a Sunday afternoon, is it? Very unusual. So hello, hello. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Angie. Hey, Jill. I think I glued that wrong. Let's turn it. No, it's just measured funky. That's fine. Just wipe that off. How's everybody doing? Hi, Kathy. So glad you're here. Hi, Yvette. Hey, Vicky. And hello, Lisa. Lisa Acker. I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope you're doing well. And Heather Sunflower, how are you? Long time no see. Good to see you all. So I'm going to put that right there. And now I'm going to use that same foam tape, I think. And I'm just going to pop this up right here. So just a slight adjustment. This is what the sketch called for, you know, was a strip going across these. But I just made a few slight adjustments. And then what I'm going to do here is add some foam tape. Hi, Anne. Hi, Linda Veal. Hello, Miss Paula Rice. I'm going to go through and say hi to everyone and get caught up. Hi, Miss Justine. How are you? Flo. Hey, Flo. All right. Let's put this. I feel like I need to cut this. I'm trying to get my head in the game, y'all. I have been painting with the family. Actually, I was hosting the party, so I really didn't paint. I helped. I was a helper. If you were at Paper Ganza, you know what it means. I was just floating around helping people. Everyone's paintings came out amazing, by the way. Hi, Carol. So for anyone, maybe you don't know who I am, welcome. I'm a card maker, paper crafter, and I love playing with card sketches for cards, journals, all kinds of things. And I just love playing with paper. Okay, so there is card number 4, because this is sketch number 4 of KCC 20. Howdy, y'all. Hey, Bethany. So good to see you, girlfriend. All right, I'm going to move on. We're going to move on to card sketch number 5. Okay, so when you're playing around with KCC's challenge, one of the ways you can stay organized is to keep like each sketch in its own little baggie. So that's kind of what I did here today to keep myself as organized as I could. I'm also adapting this sketch a little bit. 1, because I'm working on a 5x7. 2, because I'm working with 6x6 paper, so it doesn't go the full length of my card base, right? And I didn't want to cut it, so I've got the hole that you sometimes have at the top of your paper pads. So I am doing a slight adaptation here. And Miss Vicki Reuter, I was thinking about you. I know you always go to the rodeo and you're a cowgirl, and I bet I know you got a cowboy in your life. I was thinking about sending these to you. You're the only person I know who goes to the rodeo that I know of. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Barbara and Kaylin and Rebecca. Hello. I was just thinking about you, Rebecca. Somebody was ordering a wrap, and I was like, careful. You know what I'm talking about. I hope you're doing well. All right, I need to make an adjustment here. And the adjustment is that I actually want, I got to move quickly here. I want this little piece to be under that top flap. So I need to hurry up and mat this before my glue dries, and I can't wiggle it under there. Got to pry that up because I want it to be anchored underneath that piece. All right, crisis averted. All right, let's mount our other one and let's get it somewhat straight. You know, a little bit of straightness. Yeah, Lynn, because I was working with different patterns and different colors between them. I laid them out and numbered them so I could, you know, make them all make sense for at least my brain. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one down. So this is sketch 5. Okay. Now, this card kit came with patterned paper. It came with the sequins. I'm only using the kit. I'm not using anything extra. And in fact, I'm not even using the whole kit because it also came with dies and stamps, which is so cool. And I have a whole pile of stuff still available, so it would make a whole lot of cards. Okay, so now I've got this done, and I decided to take a piece of ephemera from the cut aparts in the paper pad and turn it into a shaker. So this is actually a really thick piece of acetate. Probably not ideal for shakers, but I just kind of made it work, and I don't have it completed because I wanted to show y'all how to do this. So I'm going to bring out my scoreboard, and I am going to score just, I'm not really following number guides here right now. I'm just following my paper as my guide right now. And I'm going to score this just along here. And now because this acetate is so incredibly thick, I'm really giving it a lot of pressure. The pressure. All right, there we go. Now, when I do that, I wanted to show y'all, because especially because this acetate's so thick, you want to miter that corner and cut that off. You don't want that excess acetate. And then we'll fold this over. And so I did that to the other sides already. So now I'll have a little pocket. I'm going to make this into a shaker to go as my focal point on this card right here. So I'm going to use the sequins that came in the pack and fold this back. Put these in here. So you may be wondering, I really didn't measure too much. I just kind of made this at least 1/2 inch longer on each side. So this was a 3x4. So this is easily 5x4 is about right. Okay, now I don't want to fill it up so much that I can't see yippity-ki-yay, because that just cracks me up and I want to see that. So I'll just put enough sequins in it that I can see that yippee-ki-yay still. And now I'm going to bring in my double-sided tape. And I know I'm so far behind in the chat. Hi, Kendra. Thank you to you and Lynn for inviting me. I'm so honored. I absolutely love your challenges, and I love that I got invited here today to hang out. So you guys, tea is coming up next at Not Afraid of Color. And I had a redirect set up in the stream that I was supposed to be doing, but I could not get that stream to work. So it's not going to redirect automatically. Y'all are going to have to go to tea at Not Afraid of Color. Do I have a mod in the group? I don't think I do. Hey, Lynn, I'm going to turn you into a mod real quick, if you don't mind. And if you can add a link to Tea's live that's coming up in 15 minutes, that would be amazing. If you don't mind. Hi, John Pounds. Hi, Barbara Rogers. Didn't redirect me. Got all lost. LOL, I finally made it. Yeah, my original stream was not behaving. And then, I had to abandon it. had to abandon it. Hi, Vicky. Yeah. Hi, Maddie. Hey, T. Oh, you're here. You could add a link to your channel. I hadn't made it that far down. What have I missed? Well, did you see sketch number 4? Did you see that one? We made that one already. Love it. Howdy, y'all. So perfect for the first card to welcome everyone in. All right, I'm using double-sided tape and sealing up this little pocket here to hopefully hold all the sequins in. All right, so now I have this nifty little pocket and I have a shaker, but like the whole card doesn't have to be a shaker. It's just, you know, an element on the card. So now I'm going to use more double-sided tape and make sure I get this to stick down really well on here. So we're just kicking off this new quarterly challenge. So KCC 20 just started, you guys, this month, which means we've got October, November, and December of KCC 20. There are probably thousands, I'll just say it, dollars worth of prizes you can win for the next 3 months by participating, by sharing your cards. And it's just so much fun. I adore the sketches. I'd say that Kendra has a real signature style with her sketches, and I just really enjoy using them. I think you guys will too. All right. Straight or not, it's going down right there because it's not going to be able to get pulled up. So yippee-ki-yay, that is sketch number 5. I did have to create a new live stream link. It had me saying bad words and everything. I was hoping that wouldn't make it on the internet. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, 10 more minutes to get my 3rd card done. So this is sketch 5. That's it. I mean, I want to do something to the inside, but I have to be realistic about how much time I have. So see how it's okay that we didn't have, you know, this is a 5x7. We making that 6x6 paper work for us. And we kept the hole and everything, and there's just no way to know now. I love this dusty blue. Okay, moving on. That's super fun. That's another way for you guys to think about those cut aparts. Turn them into focal points, but make them a shaker. I just got to clean up some of these sequins. All right. This next card, which is sketch number 6. If I missed anyone coming in, hello, everyone. Delise is here. Hi. Okay, so sketch number 6. Still working with a 5x7 here. And I really liked this paper that had like a gallery wall for cowboys. I thought that was really fun. And I just cut some paper to 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. I'm going to emboss this really quick. I just have a Spellbinders, one of their large embossing folders. These and Tim Holtz are my favorite because they're perfect for 5x7 card makers like me. So I'm going to emboss this piece, and then I typically emboss my base too, but I'm not going to do that today. And what I was thinking, let's see. Okay, so it's embossed and it's got hearts, but that's okay because most of it's going to be covered up. It's mainly texture I'm going for. And I think I'm going to ink this with a little bit of white so it kind of looks like a bandana. All right, so I'm gonna grab my picket fence. Well, actually, I'm gonna use Lost Shadow. So Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Lost Shadow. When you're using this color the way that I am here, hi Linda Watson, it's gonna look almost white. See, you're not really gonna be able to tell it's gray. And I'm just taking the ink pad directly to the paper. And it looks like a old cowboy's bandana. I think that's gonna be perfect. Yes. So you can't really tell it's hearts. It just gives us that bandana feel. And now this is a piece of ephemera and one that you can kind of pull this apart if you want. I'm going to leave it together. I cut a piece of cardstock just slightly bigger. And 3 hours left on your drive home. Oh my gosh. Hey, Alyssa. Okay, I'm going to use my, what is this thing called again? Is this a crocodile? I don't think so. I think that's only for, whoops. I think crocodiles are the ones that just crop the corners, right? Well, this We Are Makers eyelet setter is what I'm using. And then I have 2 eyelets I'm going to pop in here. Before I do that, let me go ahead and glue this down. Oh, thanks. Let's see. Hi, Kaylin. Hey, Sean. So good to see so many friends here. Oh, you did used to train horses? That's so cool. I have a high school nickname of Trick Rider. I probably will never ride a horse again. It was not a good experience, but it was barn sour. Yeah, that's a story for another time. Oh, I am so honored. Kendra. Trying to catch up, trying to catch up. All right, so let's, now that that's done, this nice sturdy piece of ephemera, and it's got eyelets. We're gonna have some fun with that. Okay, let's start gluing. Oh my gosh, 5 minutes. Okay, we gotta go to T's. Go ahead, y'all pop in T's links. Like you can spam my chat with them if you want. I don't mind over the next 5 minutes so we can get everyone over to Not Afraid of Color. I'm such a mess. I'm so surprised Kendra puts up with me. And Lynn. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then, and I'm honored that they do. I don't mean to be a mess. It just comes naturally. Okay, so next thing, I'm gonna glue these down. Now I just followed Kendra's measurements for the most part on this. I do think I made mine slightly taller. We can go over that another time in one of my live streams. So I go live Monday, Thursday, and Saturday on my channel. I know it's a lot, but we enjoy it and we have fun. So that's Monday and Thursdays are early in the morning. Maybe a lot earlier than you're up, but I go live about 5:30 to 7 a.m. Monday and Thursday, and I go live at 8 a.m. on Saturdays. I meant to glue this to this and not glue that to the card, but we're gonna have to just improvise. Okay, I got this rust colored. That doesn't really go. I've got gold. That doesn't go. Brown or silver. Let's do brown. I'm gonna have to zoom past a lot of y'all's comments. Hi, Carolyn. Hey, Pam. Hi, Vicky. So good to see all y'all here. All right, look, I'm just gonna put this in real quick like. On Saturday, it's kind of like a marathon around here. So I'm used to having like hours. But I can do 30 minutes. Okay, so I put that through the eyelets so it's running on the back side of my ephemera piece. And then let's pop that up. I hear you, bird. I have a cuckoo clock that keeps me in line, which means I have 2 minutes. Where are we all going after this? We're going to Not Afraid of Color. Not Afraid of Color. Miss T. Okay? That's where we're going after this. Be a whole little crafty train going right over to Tracy's channel to see sketches 7, 8, and 9. Let's put this on here. I think I'll put it right there. There's no time to deliberate. Now I'll put my foam at the top so I could still pull this string through, see? Let's pull it through and tie it in a nifty little bow on the inside. Real quick like. A bow for a cowboy. In my head, we were going to have more time to, I was going to show you the kit and stuff, what I had left over, but we don't have time for that. Let me show you the cards we made real quick. Just a real quick recap, and then let's all go to Tracy's. Okay, so we'll just tie that in a nifty little bow on the inside, and I can kind of perfect that in a minute. So we've got sketches 4, 5, and 6. What do y'all think? I think I need to fix that, but I like it. Some tips, some tricks, some fun with patterned paper. This kit, like I said, also came with stamps and dies. Thank you so much, Kendra. Thank you all for being here. Y'all are so amazing. I just love you guys. Thank you, Lynn. Guys, definitely go check out Tracy at Not Afraid of Color so we can see her video. She's coming up next. And then it's Yvette. And we'll just keep, and then I think there's one more. I think it's Lala after Yvette. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this really quick card making session. I hope you got some inspiration for like a mini shaker, changing things up to a 5x7, pulling out those old eyelets again. It's time for me to go. Big hugs, lots of love. I will see y'all in Tracy's chat. All right, bye everyone.